365 on your side starts now with a weather impact alert.
We are a cold weekend across the bi-state. Here is a live look outside. Crews are preparing now for what is ahead. A chance of snow and bitter cold temperatures have us under a weather impact alert this weekend. Thanks so much for joining us at 10. I'm Kelly Jackson. Meteorologist Jim Castillo in for Lance Blocker tonight. Jim, so which will come first, the cold or the snow?
Yeah, well, the cold is coming first, and then as that moves in, that snow chance does push in here in the morning hours to the north, and the rest of the area as we get into the afternoon and early evening, it should be out of here. Then the really cold stuff comes after that snow comes to an end. So here's the front that we're watching to bring in that cold air and that cold weather advisory. Really, it used to be a wind chill advisory, so you get the idea here. Low wind chills expected in the blue area as we get into tomorrow morning, even late tomorrow night. So futurecast temperatures by 4 p.m. now 19 degrees, and then we're in the teens all the way through tomorrow evening, and then that wind picks up, and then the futurecast wind chills down close to 10 below zero in St. Louis at 6 a.m. And then look at Litchfield, 20 below zero possible and Sunday morning, and 8 below zero for the Farmington area. So the bitter cold, we'll talk about how much snow may fall. We do have some winter weather advisories for part of the area. More on that coming up.
And our weather impact team will be tracking conditions all weekend. Be sure to look for updates at the top of each hour tomorrow, starting at 7 a.m. on the free 5+ app. Download it now by searching KSDK on your TV's app store. With temperatures plunging this weekend, it can make for dangerous conditions for many people in North St. Louis who suffered damage from the May tornado. We have learned some are choosing to stay in potentially unsafe properties just to keep thieves away. Let's check in with Brent Solomon. He is live with more on this.
Kelly, so many homes in North City are still boarded up, don't have electricity or gas. In many cases, tornado survivors who may have the option to go somewhere else, well, they aren't. We got a good look inside of Marine Corps veteran Larry Powell's North City boarded up home, where walls are missing following the May 16th tornado. Add to that,
unfortunately, someone has broken into his home, and so his basement door needed to be reattached.
Neighbors say it's become a concern all across the community, where thieves are looking to make a quick grab.
Just this week, we caught one person whose home was being looted, and then in weeks prior to that, there people are breaking into homes and taking what's there.
Some are attempting to stay in their homes simply because if they leave, all their possessions might walk out behind them.
That's exactly what Stephen Simmons told us he's doing.
It's just me trying to protect my home.
We introduced you to him last month after thieves struck at his tornado-damaged home at least 4 times since May.
When we pulled up this morning, we noticed the meter box hanging off. Our contractor's equipment was stolen. Our brand new AC units were stolen. They actually did break off the doorknob and tried to go inside the home.
I asked police what they're doing about it.
We're going to continue to monitor it. Since May 16th, this police department, the men and women of this department have been watching and closely monitoring for any type of potential trend related to thefts. There's nothing to suggest that we're seeing an uptick.
With temperatures getting dangerously cold, neighbors say something's got to give.
People are feeling the need to stay close to their home or in their home, even if the conditions are not desirable.
And the woman that you just heard from, she is behind a community-wide grassroots initiative to finish fast-tracking repairs at neighbors who are in need to get those repairs done at their homes. They were going to work this weekend, but they're taking a break because of the bitter cold. They'll be back at it next weekend. They're also fundraising to make these repairs happen for people. You can learn much more when you visit this story on KSDK.com. Kelly, back to you.
All right. Well, right now, warming shelters are available across the bi-state. We have a full list on KSDK.com. We can also send you a link. Just text the word warming to 314-425-5355. Today, the St. Louis Fire Department installed a new mobile tornado siren in St. Louis. It was installed outside the fire station on West Florissant. It comes months after 22 sirens failed during the deadly May 16th tornado. The new sirens are fully automated, removing the need for someone to manually activate them. Tonight, 10 of those sirens remain out of service. Officials say parts needed to fix 6 of the non-working sirens will arrive on Monday. All upgrades are expected to be completed by April. Good news tonight for a Granite City police officer shot twice while on the job a week ago today. Officer Tyler Timmons is now out of the hospital. Our crews were the only ones to capture this moving procession for him hours ago. Investigators say a man fired shots at Timmons and other officers after they responded to a call last Friday. The shooting happened near the intersection of Johnson Road and Carlson Avenue. New at 10, Robert Townsend shows us today's emotional show of support for the recovering officer.
A week ago, this Granite City neighborhood was blocked off and saturated with lots of police officers. It's after Granite City police officer Tyler Timmons was shot while on the job. 1 week later, though, folks here are glad to hear the officer is now out of the hospital. Friday afternoon, only 5 on your side was there to see this quick and moving procession for Officer Timmons. Nearly a dozen Metro East police officers from Granite City, Collinsville, other departments, and Illinois State Police lined up outside St. Louis University Hospital. The lights on their patrol cars flashing, their sirens blaring as their fellow brother in blue left the hospital and headed home to Granite City.
I am as happy as can be for that man and his family.
Lori Hargrove was one of many neighbors in Granite City who watched TV news reports about the shooting of the officer and the arrest of suspect DJ Marshall after a 12-hour manhunt.
It's scary to think, and on top of that is they caught him probably 2 blocks from our house.
Investigators say Marshall fired multiple shots at officers after they responded to an unwanted subject call. 27-year-old Officer Timmons was shot twice in his stomach. About 30 minutes after leaving the hospital, the powerful police procession made its way to the Granite City Police Department beneath a huge flag tied to 2 fire truck ladders. Now, 2 weeks before Christmas, countless holiday wishes for a recovering Officer Timmons.
I hope that him and his family have a very good Christmas.
I hope he gets back to full duty.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
And DJ Marshall is charged with attempted murder and other charges. He remains in the Madison County Jail. Marshall returns to court next week. In just a few months, voters will decide the future of the St. Louis City earnings tax. Earlier this afternoon, St. Louis Mayor Kara Spencer signed a bill asking voters to reauthorize it. The 1% tax is paid by residents and people who work in the city. The mayor says the tax funds about a third of the city's budget, and if voters don't renew the earnings tax, $256 million is at stake for the city. Election Day is April 7th. With temperatures dropping, heating bills are rising. Tonight, we'll show you how you can get help. And here's a look at what's streaming late night on 5+. Next, catch a new episode of The Record with our political editor, Mark Maxwell. This week, Mark is covering efforts to let voters decide on a new congressional map approved by Republicans over the summer.
The voters need to really be concerned about the legislature and these people erasing their voice and their ability to vote and decide, who's going to be their elected official.
You can see the full episode on 5+. Download for free by searching KSDK in your TV's app store. As temperatures continue to drop, heating bills for many of us will be going up. There is help available if you need assistance paying your bill. Gentry Trotter with Heat Up St. Louis says you can visit their website to request assistance with your energy bill anytime. Despite the name, the organization does serve 44 counties across the bi-state outside of the city. Trotter says he has seen the need for help is greater than ever before.
Everybody now is joining in. We have people, a growth in South County I've never seen before, in St. Charles I've never seen before, Jefferson County and so forth and on. And people think it's just an urban. No, this is a regional problem.
Spire also gave us some recommendations. They say customers should call their energy providers to learn what bill assistance programs they may qualify for. Spire's also launching a new program next year that waives the customer charge. If you don't know where to start to ask for help, just call 211. Team members at the United Way can connect you to service providers. And as we look ahead to tomorrow's deep freeze, here's a look at snow dusting in Litchfield, Illinois. A big thanks to Laurel Templeton for sharing this photo last night with us in our Weather Watchers Facebook group. We'd love to see more of your weather photos or video. All you have to do is text them to 314-425-5355, and we may share them on the air. Meteorologist Jim Castillo is back with our weather impact forecast. We are under a weather impact alert because we have a big change in the weather coming up.
Yeah, the coldest air of the season so far, and we see a monster warm-up next week. You won't believe how warm. I'll have that for you coming up. But look at this. The low clouds are holding on tight. It is cloudy. And tonight, no snow flurries, but 27 for the low 20s outside of St. Louis. But it is tomorrow where the temperatures fall through the 20s and into the teens, and then we get to only 15 on Sunday, and that low could actually be about 3. But then we get into the 50s, and boy, even through Christmas, it looks like we're going to see a lot of 50s after we get through this bitterly cold Arctic air mass here. Here's the front. We're watching that. It'll squeeze out whatever moisture is in the atmosphere, so that 33 right now is actually warm compared to where we'll be this time tomorrow night. So a cold weather advisory in blue. That's a wind chill advisory a couple of winters ago, and those temperatures falling into the teens, but that wind chill is going to be a giant issue as we get into the overnight hours tomorrow night and also into early on Sunday. So 6 a.m. temperatures for the wind chill, 20 below zero in some of the northern counties. In St. Louis, near 10 below. Centerville down in Reynolds County, 3 below zero. And then that snow path, boy, that really thicker snow, and we're talking 2 to 5 inches, Springfield, Illinois. So just to the north. We're hoping this does not slip further south, but our northern counties, we have to watch these areas here. Carrollton to Litchfield to Vandalia, a winter weather advisory for about 1 to 2 inches of snow. Greene County, Macoupin County, Montgomery, and also Fayette County in Illinois. And that's from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. And that cold weather advisory doesn't start up until about 9 p.m. But watch that future cast and that snow. The bluer areas are purple. Those are the bands that could actually lay down some good accumulation. Then you get to St. Louis, just some flurries in here and maybe a light dusting is all we're expecting. But whatever does fall is going to be an issue because it'll stick and cause some problems on untreated surfaces. So watching bridges and overpasses, stuff like that. So 7-day forecast showing temperatures in the 20s tomorrow. Single digits tomorrow night, 15 for Sunday, but we get sunshine on Sunday. It's just that problem that cold air stays with us. Monday, we warm up to 41, 52 Tuesday, 57 Wednesday, chance of rain Thursday at 56. We'll cool down to 47 Friday, but look what happens after that.
Oh, my.
Christmas, as we approach Christmas week, we're still in the 50s.
Yeah, we are. No white Christmas.
It doesn't look like it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jim, and thanks so much for joining us. Here's Holden Karicki with 5 on your sideline.